Today is December 6th, 2022. This is the Mayor's Coffee Chat. I'm just going to close this down, I think. I hope that y'all are having a wonderful December. Hope that some of you stayed up to watch that Buccaneers game last night. It was an exciting end over in Tampa. So Jenny and I got to see that game in person. We don't go to a whole lot of games. Well, we go to about half of the home games right now. So it was it's a little tough to make a Monday night game. So thank you to the grandparents who helped out last night with the boys a little bit. And we're going to move on to a couple things. If you're here, please make a comment. Good morning, Karen. It's good to see you live and not like in an hour when you usually watch it on replay. So it's nice to see you bright and early at 8:30 this morning. So I did look at some COVID numbers. I heard a news report yesterday that COVID is a little bit on the rise in the last week. And a little bit on the rise last week after Thanksgiving. And so I looked at the numbers and it was up a little bit, and that accounts for about 700 new cases in Pinellas County. So the recent weeks before that, since about September I could look back to, we were closer to 300 or 400 each week. So Pinellas County is up to about 700 last week confirmed COVID cases, and the positivity rate was a little bit up as well. I think way less people are taking COVID tests in doctors' offices, but that positivity rate is up. So let me see. I'm looking at the comments or trying to get. Good morning, Georgia. I will see you later today. That is true. Everything scrolls just a little bit different these days. Good morning, Joan. Hey, Jack, how are you doing this morning? It's good to see you on here. Tell Kim and the family that I said hi. So, some upcoming events in the city of Largo. I wanted to let you know that we have the Here Comes Santa Claus Parade, which is going around in neighborhoods throughout the city. It goes from the east side of town to the west side of town one night and opposite the other, but it's on different roads. You can look online on the city's website, the special events page. It has a map so you know whether it's going right in front of your house this year. So it's a relatively short parade. It's fire trucks and a float with city folks on there just going out to say happy holidays and Merry Christmas to our residents. And that is both Wednesday night and Thursday night this week. So I hope to see you out there. I'm going to be on Thursday night. I think I'm going to be on the float. So I hope to see you there. We also have coming up the Old Fashioned Christmas Parade. That's on December 17th at noon in downtown Largo. It's the same route as it has been in recent years. Right in downtown Largo. We have the Rotary Club is they're hosting that parade this year. So we have a full slate of entries. We are completely filled because we only have so much space in that parade. So we're completely filled on our entries. We have the Largo Band of Gold. We've got, the Bridge Dance Center. We've got the Gulfport Gecko Marching Band. We've got a couple marching bands. We've got a couple Jeep groups. There's always a lot of Jeeps in our Christmas parade. And Santa Claus is going to be there. We also have several other, we've got a British car group, the Kiwanis Club, the Rotary Club, Largo Little League. We've got another baseball team. We've got Pinellas Academy of Math and Science cheerleaders. We've got several groups from the high school. We've got the Greater Ridgecrest YMCA is going to be there, as well as Young Life from over in the Ridgecrest area. So we've got a great lineup. So I hope that you can come out. That is December 17th in downtown Largo. A lot of people ask where to park. Well, there's parking all around. If you kind of look at a Google Earth map of Largo, you will see plenty of parking in the area of the parade. It goes from the corner of 4th and 1st, and then it circles down 4th in front of the school board building to 7th, and then it comes back on 2nd in front of Bayhead Park. So it's just a mile loop. Anywhere along that route is a good place to sit and watch the parade. So December 17th at noon. Last week we had the Largo Rotary Club's Death by Chocolate event on Friday night. It was a great crowd. There was, I don't know the total number of people, but it was a really good crowd. I know I was selling 50-50 tickets, and Jenny was helping with the wine toss, and both of those made more than they have in the past. So we had a nice crowd. Everybody had a good time, and then I think most people went and walked around the park once or twice to walk off that. Stacy, good morning. I saw you at the Death by Chocolate. Many people went and walked around the park a loop or two to work off some of the calories from the chocolate that they ate. Let me see. As I'm sure you know, the lights are up in Largo Central Park. So get out there. If you haven't been to the park yet this year, please go out there and check it out. I recommend going out on a weekday. Get there right as the sun is going down. You'll find an easy parking spot. Some folks were asking about parking during the Christmas tree lighting. We do charge, and we partner with some nonprofit groups like the Boy Scouts to help us charge for parking during the big event, which is the tree lighting. But the rest of the time, there's no charge for parking out there at Largo Central Park. So we raise a little bit of money for some nonprofits and to help with some of our costs for the lights. But that's just during the big events. Let me see. You've probably seen City Hall is kind of moving along. They just moved a big crane over there. I spoke with our representative from Colliers, who's working on leases for the commercial space on the first floor. He's extremely optimistic and says he's going to have some exciting news in the next year or so as we move forward. But it's kind of cool to see a crane dropped off there, and I think they're almost done moving dirt and starting to build soon. The first phase of that building is going to be the western side, which is the parking garage. So that'll go up. Most of that is prefab concrete, so that'll go up relatively fast. And you'll see that coming up out of the ground very soon. I wanted to mention, if you guys have any questions for me that you want me to touch on, please comment a question in the comments here. And I am trying to watch it and pay attention. If you're watching this, I know this is also streamed on the city's Facebook page, not just the My Mayor Facebook page. But if you're watching it there, you can make a comment or a question, and I'll answer that afterwards, because I can't look at both streams of comments and questions at the same time. So let me see, back to what is happening. Today we do have a meeting today, the City Commission meeting. In case you missed it, the election was early last month, and we had a new commissioner elected, as well as a returning commissioner that has been gone for a little while. So Chris Johnson is a brand new commissioner. He was elected without opposition, and he joined us last month. Michael Smith was an incumbent commissioner who retained his seat without opposition, and Curtis Holmes won his race. He was on the commission until I think 2 years ago, and now he's back on the commission. And then Donna Hulk, she's our vice mayor now, and she won her election as well. So we have a new commissioner, another commissioner that's back, and so we got a good group. Today we will be appointing, we have 4 commission seats that were up for election. We also have several advisory board members who are tied to that cycle. So we have, I think, 18 advisory board members that are going to be appointed today, or considered for appointment today, during the meeting. Um, Many of you probably that are watching this right now are on that list, so thank you very much for serving your city through an advisory board or an advocacy board. Those are important roles. So we also are looking at a couple other things tonight. We're considering replatting both Bayhead Park and the current City Hall property. Bayhead was kind of accumulated over there. It used to be single family lots, like little homes and or little lots actually, and over the years the city purchased some of those homes. I think some of those homes were given to the city. So anyways, there's about 12 different parcels, and it's going to all be one so that we can use it more effectively as a park. So that's Bayhead Park. And then the City Hall site is about, I think it's 3 different parcels, so we're going to combine that into one parcel. Now ultimately it's probably going to be replatted again after, in a couple years, once we demolish the City Hall and clear that land. Yeah, the Christmas. Oh, back here, this Christmas tree. Yeah, thank you. I have to admit that I was working for the day that we decorated the Christmas tree. So, although I did put the lights on the Christmas tree duty, the boys and Jenny decorated it, and that's probably why it's so pretty. Because I like to put every ornament on the tree. So let me see. Tonight we're also considering the purchase of Pinecrest, the former Pinecrest Golf Course, and that's primarily. Jack, I'll send you a message. We'll see what we can do. Okay. We're considering purchasing the Pinecrest Golf Course, and that's primarily for the purpose of a regional stormwater pond that will improve the water quality of stormwater that's going through that area and into McKay Creek. It'll also build some capacity in that system to lessen the chance of flooding along the McKay Creek system there that goes out through the west side of Largo. It will also provide some economic development opportunities in that medical arts district, so it will provide stormwater for that region. So that'll be a good project. We're looking to get some federal money for that to help with it, as well as some other state money for stormwater projects. So hopefully we'll get some help paying for the project as well. We're talking about expanding the Clearwater Largo Road CRA. A CRA is a community redevelopment agency. We have 2 in our city. We have the West Bay Drive CRA as well as the Clearwater Largo Road CRA. Clearwater Largo Road CRA currently kind of goes from the Pinellas County Trail to a couple blocks east of Clearwater Largo Road. So it's going to, and down to about Beverly, I believe. It's going to continue continue north to Bel Air Road, where the city's border ends, and then it's going to expand a little bit to the east, just about 4 blocks on the other side of Seminole or Missouri Boulevard there. So it'll go over to Betty Lane and 4th Avenue. Is it Avenue? 4th Street northeast. So it's a kind of a block. Now, what that allows us to do is focus some investment, and the money comes from that area, but we're able to focus it back in that area to help with improvements in that area. It's been, and that's assuming we get a tax increment financing for that area, like we have on the West Bay Drive side. So West Bay Drive is a CRA, and our board, the redevelopment agency, helps to plan and encourage smart and better development in that area, and I think it's been working quite a bit. So that's on the ballot as well, or on the agenda as well tonight, and I think that's all I had on my list, in case unless anybody has a question. So it is a busy time of year. Like I said, the Christmas parade's in a couple weeks on the 17th. I hope to see you there. We already have, you can find out information on that on Facebook /Largo Parade is where you can find out all the information, including the route and the time, and we'll be listing who all is in the parade shortly, and good places to sit and watch the parade. So I hope that we see you there. If I don't see you there, I hope that you have a Merry Christmas and a safe and happy holidays, and I will see you back here on Facebook Live shortly after the new year. Have a great day.
Oh, hi, welcome. We're here at Largo Public Library's new Butterfly Garden, talking about some of the great things Largo has been up to lately.
It's truly been amazing because Largo has made so many investments in our strategic commitments to sustainability, public health and safety, and community pride.
Meredy, can we learn more about what has been Largo's commitment to the environment and sustainability?
Absolutely. This past year, Largo's wastewater reclamation facility finished up projects that improve the quality of water leaving the facility so that it's more friendly to the environment. They also started using solar energy. Let's hear from Shelby with our environmental services team to tell us more about how Largo is going with the flow.
We call it the mid-plant project because it has rehabilitated the entire middle of our plant, which is the nutrient removal process. So we're able to take more nitrogen out of the water that comes through. And nitrogen can cause issues within Tampa Bay, so we're actually helping our residents and the visitors to Tampa Bay by making sure we're improving the water that goes to Tampa Bay as a discharge. So we were able to install a 15 kilowatt solar array with 33 panels. It's installed near our warehouse. We would like to provide it on the new operations building, and we would like to talk to some solar companies about the best places to provide it around the treatment plant.
Thanks, Shelby. In support of our Sustainability and Resilience Action Plan, Largo has also partnered with several members of the community who we call Community Connectors. The Connectors are helping us develop and implement citywide sustainability and resilience strategies.
In addition to this great work, Largo is investing in organizational excellence by supporting the team members that work every day to deliver the superior services that drive our collective resilience.
Well, we are so excited as the City of Largo to have been selected as a national top workplace for the second year in a row. We have really understood and come to know and value as an organization a flexible workplace. It not only augments and helps us be more efficient and effective work-wise, it really helps team members address work-life balance. Next, we implemented a new holiday, which is Veterans Day, and it really gives us an opportunity to make a statement to the community that we value our veterans while we really appreciate those that have served in the military. We are so fortunate to be supporting families and offering 4 weeks of parental leave.
Another exciting way that Largo is investing in team members is mental health support programs for our public safety team. Largo's vision is to be the community of choice, not just for those who live and play here, but for those who work here too.
Speaking of public health and safety, the Largo Police Department is moving forward right now with a countywide shared data system called PRIME that will improve response to 911 calls, as well as implementing body-worn cameras for our police officers. This past year, they also ordered a new mobile command vehicle and built a K-9 training facility, all of which will keep our law enforcement on the leading edge. Public health and safety also includes making Largo safer for pedestrians, cyclists, and motorists. And if you use the Pinellas Trail in downtown Largo, you might notice a few exciting improvements.
And so the focus of this project was to develop multimodal components that connect the community, the bicyclists, the pedestrians, and leisure recreational usage to the community, not only our downtown, but the neighborhoods, as well as our medical arts district. As Pinellas County continues to build out, we have less options to expand the roadways. So we want to provide an alternate mode of transportation. So the term multimodal is exactly that. We want to make sure that corridor can provide vehicle access, pedestrian access, bicycle safety, as well as public transportation. And so this project kind of brings it all together. Allows them to get on and off safely, have amenities throughout here, benches, water fountains, bike racks, shade, refuge, resting.
Wow, that trailhead is absolutely beautiful and really is a fantastic addition to downtown Largo.
It also contributes to community pride, where several significant investments have been made, including this beautiful garden we're sitting in today, as well as something big that's on the horizon in downtown.
The Horizon Complex really consists of two buildings. There's the office building and parking garage, and in between the office building and parking garage there is a breezeway, so it's kind of a congregation space. The most exciting feature really is the first floor of the entire complex, because there's retail on the first floor. There's public meeting space inside the office building on the first floor, and then there is that breezeway. So really, that whole first floor is something for everybody in Largo.
The future of downtown Largo definitely looks bright.
It certainly does. And there's so much more we could talk about, but for the sake of time, let's just say we can look forward to so many more accomplishments as we finish the projects funded with our $12.9 million in American Rescue Plan Act funds.
Wow, Meredy, that is so exciting. Thank you so much for chatting with me today about all of the great things this past year has brought to Largo.
Absolutely.
And we're so glad you joined us today. Please participate in Largo's budget process, check out cool interactive budgeting tools, and stay connected to what Largo's doing for you in 2023 by visiting largo.com/budget today. See you next time.